Great to see you. You are a small but mighty group. I think we have lunch here somewhere for you folks, and I first want to just start out by saying that we're doing that for you because you are one of our outstanding teams in the entire enterprise services portfolio. I've been extremely impressed by the work that you do each and every day, and I really look at you all as unsung heroes. And as far as I'm concerned, you guys never drop the ball. You always keep things humming along. And I say that because I seriously have never had anybody come to me and say, hey, our procurement shop isn't doing what they need to do. If anything, it's always positive. And so you guys are really deserving of some recognition for the work that you do each and every day. And that's why we're here. That's why I'm here today. And then we're going to recognize a few people as well. But I just want to take a couple minutes to give a shout out to a few folks. And we have a little swag. It's just a small token. But we wanted to give something to some folks just to say an extra special thank you. For the Information Technology Contracting Division, and if you could come up when I say your names. Team lead Claire Breen and team members David Say, Darnell Flowers, and Lynette Barnes for their work on the TACOM Strategic Sourcing Contract Vehicle. Just stand here for a second. Are you the only one here? Okay. Well, we'll give you swag for everybody. CVP is going to award multiple IDIQ contract vehicles for the TACOM needs of not only CVP but all of DHS. And I know you guys do a lot of work not just for CVP but for the entire department. And so we'll get them to the other folks. This is for your favorite beverage.
Oh, perfect.
And so when you're enjoying that over the weekend at home, just remember that we appreciate you. Thank you very much. From the Mission Support Contracting Division, forgive me if I get the names pronounced incorrectly, Dyad Searcy.
Come on up.
Dyad, come on up. We're recognizing him for his work on several high priority projects, such as the new digital marketing and advertising procurement. Oh gosh, I've heard a lot about that. That's so important. Thank you so much. Backup childcare, also extremely important. And the leadership engagement strategy call order. You know how I know you're really good? Because these are all really important priorities, and they don't just give them to anybody. So thanks for your hard work.
Thank you.
From the Contract Support and Strategic Programs Division, Marilyn Ray, Tracy Eco, and Paula Johnson for their end-of-year coordinating of congressional notifications. We anticipate issuing approximately 75 congressional notifications in September alone. Many require follow-up questions from DHS and congressional staff, and the team takes care of these concerns. I've had several calls on these. Not that that's not your fault, that you're just doing your job, but I know how important they are, and I've been amazed at how closely our congressional staff pay attention to the information that you're sending them. I would argue probably closer than most of the stuff we send over to the Hill. So thank you very much. Thank you so much for all your hard work. Thank you very much. Okay, from the Aviation, Maritime, and Border Technologies Contracting Division, Stephanie Alexander, Bryce Winston, and Rosalind Lawrence. You could come up. Thank you for your heavy lift in preparing the solicitation for the National Aircraft Maintenance Services recompete. I think this is one of the largest contracts that we have, although I could be speaking out of turn, for the agency, and it's essential to air marine operations. From the Border Enforcement Contracting Division, Sean Sod, for 10 years of expertly administering the ground transportation services contract for the Southwest and Pacific region. Is he here?
Yep, he's here.
Okay. He's currently handling the FY19 recompete of that requirement. And last but not least, from the Administration and Facilities Contracting Division, Gary Robertson, for providing emergency fuel supply services in support of Hurricane Florence relief by contracting for readiness support, which is obviously a critical need right now and every time we have a disaster. Thanks everybody, and especially to the folks I recognize, but I just want to say thanks to everybody because I know it's a team effort and it takes the entire team of you to get all of these requirements met for the agency and keep the show on the road, as I like to say. That's just a few highlights. When I think of procurement, I often ask Diane and Mark, how big is your team? Because you have so much going on, and I know all together in Indianapolis and here in Washington, D.C., I think the total team is about 150, and I like to say you're a small team that packs a very mighty punch. You guys get far more done than you would expect for such a small team, and that's because you're so good at what you do. So thank you very much for what you do each and every day, and I hope you'll enjoy lunch today. And keep up the great work.